All right, lesson number 46 in the jazz violin series, chord numbers. All right, so just like if you've been following along in the other videos, notes can have numbers. If I review quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Individual notes from the major scale are called numbers. The in-between ones are given a flatted number. So chords can have numbers too. So we just learned about the diatonic triads within a key, and I kind of blew it a little bit ahead of time. I mentioned the numbers of the chords in the last video. So yes, the chord starting from the first note of a major scale is chord number 1. Simple enough, right? The chord starting from the second note of the scale is note number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, etc. So the thing to remember though is they have different qualities. The 1 chord is major, the 2 chord is minor, the 3 chord is minor, the 4 chord's major, the 5 chord's major, the 6 chord's minor, and the 7 chord is diminished. So, so just like notes can have numbers, so can the chords. And on the bandstand, they'll give you, hand signals. What's that mean? The 1 chord we're on. If you're not sure, or if there's not a chart, my band leader might go. That means it's going to play the 1st chord, the 4th chord, and the 5th chord. And by the way, those are the 3 most important ones. So we'll get into that in a little more in another video. But that's the basics of chord numbers. They follow the major scale. There can be in-between chords too. We'll get into that a little later. Just like there was in-between notes that are like the flatted 3rd, the flatted 6th, the chords can follow the same exact system. So the Nashville number system, by the way, a lot of times, depends on how diehard you are in Nashville, I've seen charts that were just numbers, numeric numbers, like the number 1, the 2, the 3, and those are assumed to be within that key. Everything being diatonic. If there's something else, the writing system gets a little weird. Sometimes they put a dash after it, like it's supposed to be minor, because a 3 chord, a composer could put chords from other keys in there if they so choose. We'll talk more about that later too. So that's the Nashville numbering system. They'll just take a piece of paper and they'll write 1, 4, 5, 1, and then you're expected to kind of listen and know when to change the chord and know which one it is. It works. And I played with an Cajun band for about 10 years, and the band leader would often hear a song on the radio and not rehearse it and just come in and he said, "Okay, follow me guys on this song." And he'd start playing it. Now, accordion, if you don't know, is a grand instrument. It has all these buttons over here, 120 of them that can play all the chords, and keyboard notes over here that can play all the melodies. So it can do both and swell. It's a great instrument. But he could play the chords and give us hand signals like 4, 1, 5, and we'd follow along. You'll like that, and then we'd have the song. We'd just follow from there. So hand signals are the thing, and it's the same. By the way, the chord numbers are always done with Roman numerals, not single-digit numbers. Like so, 1 is I, 4 is IV, 5 is V, as you probably learned in grade school. So, and 6 would be 1 past 5, VI, and 7 would be 2 past 5, VII. And of course, 2 is 2 small i's, and 3 is 3 small i's. So that's how the number works. And I say small case. I didn't run this till music. If it's small case number, Roman numeral, it means it's a minor chord too. So there's some of the secret stuff. Hope that helps.